Hi, beautiful. So in this video, we're going to unpack a few mindset techniques that you can practice to really help strengthen your mindset. Remember that if you practice it just for a little bit of time, you're not going to see much major lasting change. You have to keep at it. Practicing your mindset and practicing that mindset muscle is the exact same as if you're practicing physical muscles in a gym. If you're exercising, if you want to strengthen your biceps, you've got to go to the gym and you have to do some arm exercises. If you stop going to the gym, you will stop seeing results. You either use it or you lose it. And the same thing with your mindset. You start practicing your mindset, you start practicing going inwards, you start focusing on a more positive mindset, shifting your mindset, you will start to see a change in your life. If you stop practicing this and you go back to old ways, then you're going to see the same old results. So it's an ongoing practice. It's not something that you just do for a couple of weeks or a couple of months or a couple of years. If you want to continue to feel empowered in your life, you have to focus on your mindset. But what happens is that it gets easier. So the same way as if you start running, you want to run 10 kilometers and you start with 1 kilometer and then 2 kilometers and then 3 kilometers, your fitness starts to get better and your benchmark where you've started is not low right down here, it starts to increase and then it's just easier for you. So the more you practice your mindset work, the more you want to practice your mindset work because it makes you feel really good, and the easier it becomes. So some ways that you can start practicing right now is to practice your affirmations. You can start writing out positive affirmations and positive quotes or what you really want in your life. The very important thing is not talking about the future. You're writing it as though it's happening right now. So start writing out some positive affirmations about who you want to become, but write it as though this is who you are right now. Things around your self-worth, your abilities, the life that you live, the abundance, the love, everything that you want, all of your desires, write it in the present tense right now as though it is happening, and say this often. Say this as often as you can and start believing it when you say this. Another beautiful technique to really help you with your mindset is also attached to your self-love is practicing mirror work. So going to the mirror and actually talking to yourself in a really positive way, saying, I love you, I'm proud of you, I'm here for you. You're showing up. When you talk this way to yourself, you start to feel good about yourself. You start to see yourself in a different way. This helps us with our mindset. So going to the mirror and practicing mirror work really, really will help you and impact your life. Another way of working on your mindset is also to start seeing yourself as a child, as a little girl, and being kinder to her. So you wouldn't go and shout at your younger version of yourself if she didn't know what she was doing in her life, or if she was afraid, or if she was feeling anxious. You would nurture her, you'd give her love. So start noticing yourself as that younger version, because she's still in there and she still needs that love and that attention. And start talking to her. It'll change the way that you see yourself. It'll change your perspective. It'll change the way that you talk to yourself. Another way is to start journaling. Journaling is absolutely incredible, and that's exactly what you're doing in the workbook. You're unpacking a lot of questions. So in the mornings when you wake up, start journaling. Allow whatever's on your mind and in your heart to come out on paper and just start to see what it is that you are writing. I remember once again when I was on the yacht, I was in such a dark space, and the only thing that would help me was meditation and journaling, and then sometimes talking to my family back home for some encouragement and love. But when I would write out everything and then also look at what my fears were, look at what I was struggling with, and then change those words and actually start writing more positive ones, it helped me so much. It's also really beautiful to look at your journal a couple of months later or even a few years later and see how far you have come, because sometimes we forget that. We forget when we're really, really down and low, and when we can see how much progression there has been and how much progress, then we feel really inspired to continue to move forward. Another technique is awareness, what we've spoken about before. Start being more present. Start being more aware. Start focusing on what's happening in this moment, and particularly become aware of what your thoughts are. So noticing what's coming up for you and then deciding, is this a thought that I want to have? Is this taking me forward? Is this making me feel good? Sometimes we aren't aware of our thoughts because we've got 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, but we are feeling beings, so we are aware of our feelings. So remember that if you're starting to feel a certain way that you don't like, that does not make you feel empowered, that does not make you feel happy, that does not make you feel calm, become aware of that feeling, start stop, take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Identify what that emotion is and say, I am feeling this way and this feeling is mine, which means you can control it. Then ask yourself, what did I just think to make me feel this way? Notice what that is. Become aware of that thought so that you don't have that thought again. Then ask yourself, what do I want to feel instead? Find that positive and inspiring feeling, and then ask yourself, what do I need to think in order to feel this way? Identify what that thought is and go and think that. So shifting the way that you feel by shifting your mindset, but always coming back to that awareness. Another practice is gratitude and focusing on what is going right in your life. So often we're saying, oh, this is so difficult, this is so hard, I don't have enough money, I don't love my body, I don't have a partner, I'm so unhappy, I don't like my apartment, it's too cold, it's too hot. We're always focusing on the negatives. Stop and start focusing on what is going right in your life. Even if it is a beautiful sleep that you had, even if it's a cup of coffee, even if it is just your best friend, even if it's a beautiful bunch of flowers, focus on something that is good, because once again, you are choosing and you are deciding where you direct your attention. And when you focus on something positive, you are shifting your mindset, you're shifting your focus to something that's positive, you are practicing that, and that is going to expand in your life. So gratitude is a brilliant mindset practice that you can do. And then the last one I would like to share with you is EFT, which is emotional freedom tapping, which I'm actually going to guide you through. We'll go through a practice of EFT, and this is a way of just releasing emotions, of focusing on things that are going right in your life, of accepting where you're at right now, but also loving and honoring who you are. And this really helps us as well with our mindset and moving forward to becoming more positive. So I'll do a demonstration for you with the EFT, but these are different types of practices that you can start practicing right now. You can actually take that responsibility and say, do you know what? I'm sick of feeling whatever feeling this is. I'm sick of feeling a type of frustration and suffering, and I'm going to do something about it. But all the change happens from within. It's an illusion if we think that we're going to find happiness outside of us. Things that happen outside, yep, it makes us feel good for a moment. It's that sense of achievement. That is great. But if we don't know how to feel content and happy from within with what we have, we're always going to just need to chase something new. So start to find that happiness and that contentment and that calmness from within by changing the way that you think about things. I hope that this module is going to help you with changing your mindset and for you to understand and realize how important the way you think and what you believe is in your life. But remember, what you are thinking is creating your reality, and you have to start backing yourself. You have to start thinking positive thoughts about yourself. And if it's very difficult at the beginning, don't worry, you're not alone. However, you do get to choose. And if you have a really good day and a really positive day and it feels amazing, and the next day it's just negative and you just really struggled, that's okay as well. Every day is another opportunity. Every hour is another opportunity. You get to choose. And as you know, no one is here to put any guilt on you. No one is here and is putting shame on you. No one is judging you. You have to do this for yourself. This is your journey. This is your life. This is your mindset. This is your happiness. This is your heart. And this is your choice. And you get to create this beautiful inner peace and calm. And when you feel this way, then outside everything starts to shift as well. So I hope that you've enjoyed working on your mindset and continue to work on your mindset and continue to practice shifting your mindset from anything that's not going so well to everything that is so amazing. Believe that you are worthy and deserving. Believe that you are capable. Believe that you are confident. Know that you deserve your desires. You've visualized what it is. You've unpacked what's holding you back. Let's work through that, and then we can start taking action to get closer to your future self every single day. So much love and light to you, and I'll see you soon.